So in this video, I want to share with you just what I spent self-publishing my book, Essentials of the Christian Hike. My goal with this is, through being transparent with you, hopefully I can help you save some money self-publishing your book as well. So I published it through Amazon KDP, and let's just run through what I spent. The first thing that I spent money on was ordering author copies. I ordered way too many author copies. I would do this differently in the future. This was through poor editing and all that. But anyway, I spent right around $90. And that's an estimate. It might have been a little bit more than that. But we'll say right around $90 for author copies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got 15 right here. And there's some others floating around that people didn't get back to me. But I would order these and give them to people to edit and then get back. And I was testing out different book covers. But anyway, $90, I probably wasted $70 of that at least. I could have done this on a lot less. Author copies, $90. The next thing that I spent money on was for Canva. I decided that I wanted to do my book cover on Canva, and all along I used the free version. But right towards the end, I decided I wanted a few of the features from the premium, and so I purchased it for $15 a month, and I did it for probably a couple months before editing, so we'll say $30 for Canva. The next thing that I spent money on was editing. And editing, I spent $100. I early on made the decision I didn't want to spend money on editing, and I wrestled with it. I went back and forth. I listened to people's advice. Really, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to make hardly any money on this book. And so it's like, I don't want to just pour out tons of money on editing because it can get real pricey. And so I had friends and family edit my books, tons of people. I went through it over and over. Probably would it be better if you got a professional editor? Yes, but you don't have to pay a bunch of money for editing, especially if self-publishing your first book. It's got to be great, but you don't have to let go of all your bank savings to do this. You can do it for free or cheap. So I spent $100. There was one person who I was like, this person is going to do the best job, and I wanted to I didn't tell him I was paying him, but I just wanted to send a little thank you of $100 for doing a great job editing the book. The next thing is my biggest price, and that was purchasing 10 ISBNs. So on Amazon KDP, you can get free ISBNs, but I highly recommend purchasing your own. You can get a bundle of 10 ISBNs for what I spent was $320. It was a lot, but I think it's worth it. If Amazon KDP gives you their ISBNs, then essentially they have like rights to your book and you can't just sell it anywhere. But since I purchased my own, I can sell my books in bookstores and wherever I want, and it gives me full ownership of my book. Well, at least as far as I know. I don't know, maybe somebody else owns my book and I just don't know about it. Anyway, I felt really good about purchasing the ISBNs. I was like, I'll fork out a little bit of money for this. So $320 for the ISBNs. And like I said, there were 10 of those, so I can use some of those for future books. Each version of the book will be a different ISBN. So a paperback, hardback, or ebook would all need its own ISBN. So, you could potentially use this bundle of 10 ISBNs for 2 or 3 books. The last thing was the barcode. You've got to put a barcode on your book, and so it was $25 for a barcode. So just to run through this, author copies, $90, Canva, $30, ISBN, $320, barcode, $25, and editing, $100, for a grand total of $565. I don't know how I feel about that. I honestly thought I could have done it for less and wanted to do it for less, but compared to what most people probably spend, I think that's a great price and less than probably the average person spends. I hear people who spend thousands of dollars on editors. $565 is a great deal, and really I think I can do it for a lot less than that. And I want to encourage you that you don't have to fork out tons of money for your book. People might disagree with me, but you can do it for cheap. I could have spent a lot less on author copies. I could have done Canva for free. You don't have to purchase your own ISBNs if you're broke. If you have the money, buy them, but you don't have to. And then editing, you don't have to pay for editing. You can find some friends who can edit a book pretty good, I would guess. And so you could take the time to go through those edits. So, you could do this for under $100 if you really want to, if you don't have the money to spend. If you have the money to spend, then, pay people to do book covers and all that stuff, and it would make it so much easier. Doing it myself, though, I learned so many skills. I learned how to make a book cover and how to edit a book, how to format a book, and how to publish a book. Like, I learned so many things, and I saved myself a bunch of money in doing all that myself. It took a lot of time. Something that I didn't list out is all the countless hours I spent learning how to do all these things. But if you're willing to fork out some time, you can learn some great skills and publish your book for pretty cheap. There you go. That's how much it cost me. Thanks for tuning into this video. We really appreciate it. I keep putting out videos and no one subscribes, and that's fine. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave those in the comments, and then, just have a great day and week, and just keep writing. Just write. Can you self-publish a book for free? Yes. Should you? No. I think you should get at least a couple author copies before you publish, and man, the ISBNs, I think it's worth it. I think the ISBNs are worth it.